basics of SPSS only in 10 minutes. Whenever you open SPSS, it is going to ask you two things. One is whether to open existing SPSS data set or to open new data file. When you have already prepared some SPSS data set, then you will open existing SPSS file. But when you didn't prepare any data set till now, you will open new data set. And when you open it, this window will appear on your desktop. It will show you two tabs. First is data view, second is variable view. Data view is basically for entry of data, while variable view is for defining the variable. Whatever things you will define over here in variable view window, they will appear as a heading of different columns in data view. We'll start by taking 3 to 4 variables. Suppose first is ID of employees. We'll say name is ID, type is numeric, or you can take string. We are taking it as a string. It is also taking care of character, how many character in a cell you are allowing, and same is shown in the width column. Then OK, then decimals after digits after decimal. Here we are taking 0. Labeling is going to define your variable completely, while in name we are taking the short form. It is ID of employees. Then values is basically used for coding the categories. Here we are not having any categories, so we are not using the values or codes. We will put it as a none. Then comes missing. If any data about ID is missing, we are supposed to assign some number to the missing value, which with the help of which SPSS is going to recognize that particular value is missing. How many columns you want your SPSS to show, then alignment, then measure. There are 3 kinds of measures in SPSS: nominal, ordinal, scale. Nominal is basically used as a variable which help you to identify a particular person. Example, numbers written over the jersey of cricket players. If you see at the back side of jersey of your team members of cricket team, you will see number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. These numbers are only given to identify particular team member. The ranking order is not having any significance related with the jersey number. We will not say 1 is better than 2, 2 is better than 3, or 3 is better than 4. That's why we are using the nominal, which is only to identify a person. It is also used in order to classify your respondent into different categories, but categories does not represent, particular category does not represent superior thing over the other. Next thing that we are going to take, gender of employee. If you will see this particular name column, it is not going to take space. As we have entered space in this particular cell, it is going to show you error like this. That says we cannot use space in this particular column of name. We have to use underscore instead of space. We'll write gender underscore employee. We are taking it as a numeric thing, and we are going to assign some code to it. Then comes digits, width. I told you it is same as shown in the character in type column. Decimal, digits after decimal, nil, because gender is going to be either male or female. Label, gender of employees. Values, we are going to assign codes. 1 for male, 2 for female. See, our SPSS can take numeric data as well as alphabetic data. But in order to simplify the analysis, we always prefer to take the data in the numerical form. That's why we are assigning numbers or code to the gender. Okay, missing value is not there, column, I told you about this. Then come measures. Nominal is also used for categorical thing, so gender will be called as nominal variable. Next is salary of employee. It is numeric, decimal, digits after decimal we can take 2, 3, 4 as you wish. Then label, we are talking about salary per month. Values, we are not assigning any values. Missing values, there can be a case where your employee didn't fill the column of salary, he or she don't want to disclose the salary. Then in that case we can assign some number to the missing value, that is 99, or you can write it 999. This will help SPSS to recognize that particular value is missing. Then column alignment, then measure. Measure is scale. Wherever your quantitative thing is there, your weight is there, your height is there, or your age is there, or your salary is there, it will be part of scale because it is having fixed origin of 0. Then comes satisfaction of employees. We will write satisfaction. Then it is type of numeric, you can take it as a string also. Then digit after decimal, there will be no digit after decimal because there will be no numerical data. We are talking about satisfaction of employees. Values, we are not going to assign any values, but we can assign it. Instead of writing it very satisfactory, dissatisfactory, we can assign code to it. One is very satisfactory. Two is for satisfactory. 3 is for neutral. 4 is for dissatisfactory. While 5 is for very dissatisfactory. Add, then OK. Then comes type of measure, it is ordinal one. Ordinal is basically used in case of Likert scale or some kind of satisfaction or some kind of liking or agreed, not agreed kind of statement. Now we'll enter the data. You can see whatever variable you have defined, they are appearing as the heading of a columns. Your data view window is somewhere like your Excel sheet. It is having rows and columns. Whenever you are making any entry in the row, you are adding a participant. But whenever you are making entry into particular column, that says you are adding information about the participant. Now we'll take the example. We'll take ID of employees. BBA 0, 1, 2. Then gender of employee, it was 1. Then salary of employee 10,000 per month, and he was not satisfied with the job. Then we can enter BBA 0, 1, 3. Other employee is female and salary is 8,000 per month, and she is very dissatisfied with the job. Next is BBA 0, 1, 4. That employee is male and salary is 15,000 per month and he is neutral towards the job. Then BBA 016, employee is female and she didn't fill the data of salary. We have assigned 999 as a number to the missing value. That's why in case salary of a particular employee is missing, we'll put value as 999 and it is going to help SPSS while doing the analysis. Then we cannot say anything about the satisfaction or the column your employee is somewhere neutral towards the satisfaction. Correct? Now you can see that your all the information is in the form of alphabetic. We can change it into numeric. What we can do here, there is a command where you can come information in alphabets to information in numbers and vice versa. See this, we'll do this. You can see wherever you have assigned the code, they are converted into numbers and they can be again converted into alphabets by clicking on this particular link. I hope you all got what we have done in SPSS. These were the basic things to start with SPSS.